Welcome back, YouTube. Today we got a nice little leg day planned. Starting off just warming up the knees, hips, hamstrings with some seated leg curls before we get into some quad movements. Just find the seated leg curl a great way to warm up the overall hip knee complex. So yeah, we'll do some seated leg curls here, 3 or 4 sets, get into some more quad dominant compound work, and then circle back with some lying hamstring curls and some adductors. Pretty much the same order we do things. Really just the quads order of those things tends to shift a little bit, but we got some new toys today, so we'll play with the new Cybex squat press that we got over the weekend. And of course we'll load up on the newbie and just get some size during this cut. Yeah, that's right about what we're looking for. 12 to 15 reps, 14 and a half, so we'll just call it 14. But what I've kind of focused on lately with hamstrings is really focusing on the eccentric, but trying to be really explosive with the concentric. I think about like the movements involved in sprinting, right? Like getting the glutes really engaged, hamstrings really engaged. I think they just kind of are a little bit more active and stimulated when you're pulling really aggressively, activating those faster twitch fibers. So playing with that, definitely feeling a lot better overall stimulus in the hamstrings by just really pulling aggressively. Okay, second working set here. Oof. Ouch. Oh. Okay, so one less rep there. Probably drop the weight down just a little bit so we can stay in that 12 to 15 rep range, because we're at 14, 13. Would rather get, close to 15, maybe even 16, rather than like getting stuck at 10. Okay. Okay, let's warm these knees up a little bit more. So using the new fit to just further the stimulus, just make it that much more effective. So targeting specific areas, making sure those muscles are getting 100% muscle activation, not only from the movement and the mechanics that we're using, but also from the new fit. So it's gonna just force those specific muscles into a shortened position. Obviously then we're going to take them through range of motion and put it into more of a lengthened position. So just challenging specific muscles, targeting specific muscles to prevent any kind of imbalances, things like that, and just grow muscle tissue faster, maintain muscle tissue more effectively in a cut, which is kind of what we're dealing with right now. Okay, we'll be a bit of a warm-up set there. Definitely gonna go heavier. We'll hit 3 sets in that 12 to 15 rep range. Just keep things spicy. We got 16 there, so we'll go up and wait for the next set and see if we can just again stay over 12. That feels so good. But yeah, leave the hundreds on. Okay, last set here. Ow! Okay, we're gonna unplug and use all that residual stimulus, that mind to muscle connection. Legs are feeling really good. Started to kind of warm up through the set there. So knees kind of opening up a little bit, ankles opening up a bit. We'll go a little bit heavier and see if we can just stay again in that 12 to 15 rep range. I love this thing. Been looking for this for a while. Sadly, had to swap my pendulum, the old pendulum hip press for it, but I've had that thing for like 12 years. So it's a nice little change. And the pendulum just took up way too much space. Now we got so much more room for activities. Oh, I love that there's this little foot plate here at the bottom. Okay. Let's go. Don't think about it. Just push. So I just kind of had it in my head that I was going to do sets of at least 12 to 15, stay in that range, do as many sets until we just can't hit 12. So got to cut it off eventually. Unload all these plates and move on. Yeah, fair to say, pendulums after squat presses, leg extensions, definitely have to go a little bit lighter. But yeah, stimulus is feeling good. Knees aren't bothering me, so that's always great. Yeah, the goal with this one is 8 to 12. Kind of harder to read, you know, more like heavier weight, lower rep thresholds, especially as you fatigue throughout the sets. So, you know, doing 3 sets of 12 to 15, 4 sets of 12 to 15 on the squat press, and then coming over here and trying to hit, like I said, 8 to 12. Just takes a lot of mental fortitude to hit the same weights. Grind it out, just take it rep by rep. And not too far from what we did last week with this being the first compound movement. So now it's the second, and you know, hitting 9 reps instead of 11. But that's to be expected. Just staying in that threshold, that's key. Two more. A little less. A little more. Fuck. Thank you. Quads are fucking dead. Bro, doing the squat press and then coming over here. 700. Sets of 3 sets of 12 to 15. I hit a 4th set to see if I could just still hit 12. So I hit like 15, 15, 14. And I think I hit 11 on the 4th, so I just cut it off after that. One of those weeks, all the way until after my show, I'm gonna like cut down my morning training, and so have like you and Sandy and other people like sub. I'm gonna train like 3 people max a day. Yeah, you are. I do feel like doing this so strictly, like consistently, my legs have blown up just in terms of like 3-dimensional size, not being super like quad heavy, but having like some good adductor development. And then hamstrings, of course, have been a main focus since the very beginning. So my legs are getting bigger even during this cut. I know it's kind of, some of it's a bit of an illusion. You think like, no, your legs are just getting more defined. It's like, no, I'm measuring. If there's one thing I'm measuring, it's my legs. We are climbing. Yeah, adductors have just been so crucial in terms of just keeping everything healthy, but also just the density of the legs. So learning to love this machine, wishing I did it a lot more in the past and just had thick boy adductor thighs chafing all over the place since day one. Few lengthened partials to just finish out the adductors. We'll hit some hamstrings and then just some walking lunges, and then we got a little protein Ninja Creamy waiting at home. Get creamed, baby. They're not gonna sponsor me now. Ninja Creamy. Love this thing. Oh, we'll get one more set here. Oh, yep. Feeling it. Okay, that is a wrap for today. Cardio done early this morning. Took Odin for about a 1.5 mile walk. Just super light pace, nothing too crazy, just to wake myself up a little bit. And then we hit our morning routine of 40 minutes on the spin bike, 10 stomach vacuums a la John Jewett. Sent me a little routine to kind of practice, because his growth lately, despite maintaining a very small, tight midsection, is something else. So following his routine, it's basically just transitioning from stomach vacuums to flexed abs, not releasing, and then I'll hit 3 rounds of just like duration holds as long as we can. And then, yeah, trained a couple people. Just great epic leg day, a lot of hamstrings. Got to the new Cybex squat press, so gonna tear that thing apart or let it tear me apart, something along the lines of that. And yeah, hit pendulums. Those have been feeling really good lately. Quads have been blowing up. Like I said, I've been kind of trying to maybe in a state of paranoia, not trying to lose quad size, so I've been measuring those a little bit more often just to make sure they are staying big and pumped. And so, yeah, not really much else to it. The routine's about the same as always. Food's about the same as it has been. We'll see. I got a message from Nick during training session, so I'll listen to that here and see what kind of changes we need to make. But all in all, everything's moving in the right direction, feeling really good. Just inside of 12 weeks now, so we got 11 and some change, and looking forward to any kind of changes that we might make just to make it a little harder. So, yeah, thanks for liking, watching, following, subscribing, loving, hating, all that stuff, and we will See you on the next one. Bo Alexander, Adapt Fitness, Dallas, Texas. Bye.